I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago.
So we were talking earlier about your course, your online course, since you have become from Hollywood potential film person who's now on the small screen of YouTube, but you're also a teacher. You are a natural teacher. And I would say probably just a little bit of a therapist. You probably would have been a good one. But tell us about this online course and how it can benefit homeschooling families.
Well, I had mentioned before that, the online course is how I realized that homeschooling families were consuming my content. And the course it's all online, and it's like you can do it on your own time, which is great for people because everybody's busy. It's not like you have to be somewhere on a certain date and I do a live, it's not like that.
Right.
You can buy it in the middle of the night and start doing it.
So
And
self-paced.
yes, and you go
Okay.
through it. There's some video, there's some quizzes, there's some articles that you can read, and just different things that will help to really kind of organize everything in your mind. And what I tell people is, all of the information in it you could find on my YouTube channel. You can certainly find it in my book. Um, you could probably find most of it in the podcast, but when you consume content like that, it's not organized. And so the difference in the course is that everything is very organized for you and you can refer back to it anytime. So as long as the course is up on the internet, you have access to it and you can
So it's
go
lifetime
back.
access for one purchase. Okay.
Yes, you always have
Oh, that's
access.
awesome.
The other thing that you get with the course is you get direct access to me, which is what a
Oh.
lot of people want. I get so many questions in a day. Like people will message me on Instagram. They'll try, they'll ask me all kinds of questions on my YouTube, in my YouTube comments. They'll email me. And if I spent all my time answering those questions, like I would not have time to create all the content that I create. And so I have to prioritize like my course student. So within the course,
Sure.
I'm fairly certain like every page, or at least in every lesson, you'll see a discussions tab, and you can click that tab and ask questions within it. And I usually get to those really between 24 and 48 hours, depending on what's going on. Like if there's a holiday or something, obviously if it's Christmas Eve and Christmas, I'm not
How
usually on.
dare you take time off, President of
But
Chickenlandia?
yeah, but I
You
get to
need a
them.
life outside.
Yes. But I get to them consistently and fairly quickly. If someone emails me a question, I usually, like these days, it's very difficult for me to get to it at all. So there's that. And that is also for the lifetime of the course.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So that's really attractive to people. And then, if your child is over 12, depending on their level, their learning level, they will probably be able to go through it themselves, with maybe a little bit of assistance from you. Below that, probably you go through it together. But it's not, it's broken up pretty well, so it's not real monotonous. I try to make it to where it kind of propels you forward, and it's not too boring. So I'm really proud of it, and that's another thing that I just decided to create on a whim during COVID. We had a lot of time during that time.
You were very
So
productive.
yeah, I did it like I did it like right after I got the book deal, and I remember thinking I really should be writing this book, but I'm gonna create this course first. So I did that, and yeah, I need to come up with a code, and I'll give that to you, and you can share that with your audience in the notes, or in the description, or but I would like
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd love to offer your audience 10% off the course, and there is a payment plan on the course. If you
Okay.
need to break up the price for it, there's a
Mhm.
payment plan for that. You just need to. I'm pretty sure, like, you just got to scroll all the way to the bottom and of the course page, of the information page,
Okay.
and I'll give you that link. But at the very bottom it says payment plan. So because I do,
Well, I
if
normally do a little video where I show people how to get to your site and where to
okay,
find it up in the corner just so they can see it. But thank you for
okay,
offering
great.
that. And it'll be our little celebration of, because this is going to air in May, for May is International Chicken Awareness Month. So in honor of that, and it is
We need
also Homeschooling Awareness Month. So we're going to marry
it's
those
also
two.
what? What did you
It
say?
is International Chicken Awareness Month and Homeschooling Awareness Month.
Oh, okay. Well, perfect.
So we're going to marry those in May, and we'll get a discount for the course. But that is beautiful. It gives access to your information and your knowledge. But not only that, the reason I think it's better to do a course than to do, and I'm a big YouTube schooler. I love it, especially for
Yeah.
anything math. I'm all, hold on, kiddo. It's been a minute since I did fifth grade math. What is the? And so I will look that up and hand him the video. But the difference is that is just when I need a little quick help. If I actually wanted to learn something from the start to the finish, I
Yeah.
would not recommend to anyone to just go to YouTube just to try to compile it yourself, or just go to your podcast, which I'm sure they're all beautiful and wonderful, but you're going to fall down a rabbit hole and never come back out, because one video will lead to the next, will lead to the next. And then before you know it, it's time for dinner and bedtime. And you've not
Yeah.
really put any of that knowledge to work. You've not really assessed what your children got out of that knowledge. But every homeschooler is different. Unschoolers might be just fine with that. But it's nice to have the access to the lessons in order. For those of us like me who do still give tests, it's nice to have access to that, and it's nice to have it self-paced. I love workshops. I love things that are online, but if you tell me I've got to be somewhere at a specific time to try to learn at that moment, it's probably going to happen,
Yeah.
unless it is a CEU to renew my license, and that's because I would like to renew my license. But I think the course is it's very affordable too. I will put a link up here and a link in the description box below in the video so you can see the price on the course, because it's already very affordable to begin with, especially in this economy. But thank you so very much for offering that discount to our listeners.
Oh, you're welcome. And I do want to mention you get a little certificate at the end when you finish it.
There you go. See, there you go. That's something for the kids. And I'm sure there's a way you can work that into transcripts as well, because homeschoolers, we can make a course out of anything. Let your elective be Caring for Chickens 101.
Yeah, there you go.
So you can do it as a family too. And so that's something that makes it even more affordable. You buy the course once, you can do it with multiple children, because that is also very helpful.